Hello everyone. So this is our last tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to paint with watercolor. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the materials. I have four brushes here. I have a number 10 flat brush. Okay. And I have a number 16 round brush. All right. So that too is for covering larger areas. So I have another two. I have a number 8 round, okay, and I have another number 8 here. It used to be round, okay. So that too is for details, okay. So 16 round, 10 number 10 flat, and two number 8 round. So those are for the details. All right, brushes. You don't need a whole lot. 4 is enough. Okay, for A4 size, that's plenty. Okay. So and I will get some color pencil ready too. I will have some warm and cool color pencil ready. I have some red. I have blue. I have a pink and then a lighter blue. So these two, first of all, these two color, these two color pencils, they're for me to adjust the color temperature at the end. Okay, so I can touch it up very quickly with a good result with a little bit of adjustment, right, with this warm and cool color pencil. Okay, so on top of that, I will also have two earthy color. I have an olive green, and then I also have a burnt umber color. Okay, so I have these two color here. You can use any other earth, but these two, right, is also representing warm and cool. This is more neutral. This is for me to adjust the in-between subtleties. If I have no time, I want to do a quick type of a solution, I will use that to help. Okay, so these four pieces of color pencil, you put it on the side. Okay, wait until you finish painting. At the end, we will touch up. All right, so for the water, I have a little water plastic bottle. Okay, really old. I use it all the time. Very convenient. You don't need a whole lot of water, just some water there, for you to kind of wash your brush a little. And under here, I have an old piece of cloth, so I can dry my brush. Make sure the tip of the brush is clean when I mix color or changing from one color to another. So color palettes, I have some of these traveling plastic palettes here. That's good enough for our assignment for A4 for the A4 size. So the way that I set up my palettes, I will have the warm color kind of gather them on one side, and then I will have some of the earthy color on this side, and then I have a blue in between them. So that's kind of my habit of using it. I have, for the earth color here, I have something kind of interesting on the side. Usually when you ask people, they will not have it. This is kind of like a pale gray. This is kind of like closer to a black type of really dark gray color here. So this color, I use it to kind of, sometimes help me to push the value a little faster, a little bit more solid. Okay, so all right, so this is how I'll do it. And you realize I don't have any white in here. Okay, I didn't set up any white in here for our pigment. The reason why is for watercolor, I want you guys to remember. Okay, say for instance, our photo reference, this type of highlight area is really bright, right? We're not gonna mix any color with white to represent this area. We are going to leave it untouched and using the tone of the paper itself to represent this highlight white area. Okay, make sense? Okay, so remember this. We're not gonna have any white pigments for watercolor. Okay? So the way that I will do the watercolor is I will build it up slowly. First of all, I will start building up a little wash of lighter tone, and then progressively I will get darker and darker, and then reach at the end I will work with this shadow area. Okay, so this is how the logic of watercolor should be, from light to dark, layer by layer. Okay, yeah, so this is something I want you to remember, right? And then another thing, for this type of color setting here, you see the proportion of the paint, you know, the amounts of paint, the amounts of pigment, you know, it's not a whole lot. You see that, right? The reason why it is, watercolor as a material is actually a very economical type of materials. You don't need to have a whole lot of paint to finish a painting, especially for something so small like an A4 size, okay? This is the cool thing about watercolor. And then you don't have to stack up the paint, and then the nature of watercolor is, you know, transparent. So all you need is very little amounts of paint to represent your painting, okay? All right, so let's move on. Okay, so I had my drawing touch up a little bit. You know, I fixed some of the area of the eyebrows, and I changed some of the proportions of the nose and the mouth, so I got something more like a cartoon, okay? After I trace it, I look at it again, right? So I want to push it and exaggerate some part a little bit more. Okay, so that's what I did. I exaggerate some of the area and make it a little bit, you know, more cartoonish. Okay, so this is something you might want to do. Okay, after you trace it, look at it again and readjust it. All right, so this is the first part of this tutorial about the materials. Okay, so get your materials ready and we will move on to the next video. We will start painting. Thank you.